welcome to our next installment of Frog Dog Friday. This is our third episode, and we are doing stage 4 of our Say Yes to Your Dog exercise. We have Buko here. He's going to be working with us. He is actually one of my personal dogs, and of course, doesn't get as much training as everybody else's dogs does. So he is going to be working on our stage 4. He already is really, really good at doing stage 3 of Say Yes. And so now we're going to start being able to move into stage 4 with Buko. If you guys recall from last week, and I'm just going to from 2 weeks ago, we had to skip last week. Christopher and I were out of town. But we're going to be going over a little bit of a recap from the last 2 episodes and the last 3 stages of Say Yes. Give some people some time to be able to join in on with us live if they're going to. So, stage 1 of Say Yes is acknowledgement. Just getting our dog to even pay attention to the fact that we are at the other end of the leash. They can look at us, right? Just kind of look anywhere towards our general area. We say yes, we reward them. From there, we go into stage 2, which is direct eye contact. Direct eye contact is no longer just looking at us, maybe at our knees, maybe at our chin. It's now looking me directly in the eyes. Stage 3 then gets into what we call committed engagement. And committed engagement with our dog is where we are moving with them. We find our pivot point. Yes. And our dog comes in, sits in front of us, and gives us direct eye contact, right? So we're just now creating the next stages of no longer doing whatever and then looking at us. It's now put your butt on the ground. Yes. Directly in front of me. Good boy. And give me eye contact. So, stage 4 then comes into what we call Find Me. Find Me is a very important piece of this exercise because it starts putting more and more responsibility on the dog. It's not enough that I move with the dog wherever they go. So if my dog decided to wander behind me, I would pivot around and follow them. So that way my eyes are always ready to meet theirs. Now when we get into stage 4, I pick a spot and I wait for my dog to be able to come in to the front of me and find me to get that reward. All right? This can be a little bit challenging the first couple times you do it because your dog is not used to having to come in and engage with you. They're used to you following and being prepared for them, right? So if I choose this as my angle, right, my dog now needs to be able to come into kind of this front area. Now, if my dog sits directly where Buko is, right, he's on a parallel line with me right now, right, I'm not going to reward that. I want to see a little bit more commitment from him to be able to come in here and sit directly in front of me. Now, when you start upping your ante with your stages and you're ready to move on, one of the biggest things that you need to remember is in the beginning, do a couple repetitions of something easy so your dog is ready to engage. They understand the game and what you're doing with them. I've obviously been pretty disconnected with Buko since I've been talking to you guys. And so you can see he's just kind of over here doing his own thing. If I all of a sudden said, now I'm going to introduce this new concept to you, even though I haven't really prepared you, right? I haven't really got you into the game yet, I'm probably going to fail pretty hard because he doesn't realize that we're actually doing stuff. So I want to make sure that when I'm ready, I'm here. Yes, I start at stage 3 because that's where he's at. I'm going to do a few repetitions with him. Pick my pivot point. Yes, good boy. Good job, Mr. Man. Did you get that? Good boy. All right. I'm going to probably do somewhere between, 5 to 7 repetitions with him. Some dogs might need maybe 5 to 10 repetitions. Pick my pivot point. Yes, good boy. Just to kind of get him into the game and realizing that, hey, we're doing this now. Yes, good job. All right. Good boy. Go. You drop a piece of kibble, no big deal, right? Now that my dog's in the game, I'm going to pick my spot, and I'm going to look at that spot. I'm not going to make eye contact with him. I want him to realize, hey, if I want to succeed, I need to move into her line of sight. So we're just going to wait it out. This can be the hard part, right? He knows the game now. He knows we're engaging and we're working. So I want to see what choices he's going to make. Right? So he's going to come over here and kind of lay in front of me, I maybe reward this. Yes, right? He's going to get stuck. He's sitting kind of in front of me, right? He's off at this angle over here. So I'm going to give him a reward, right? This isn't rocket science for the dog. It's not rocket science for us. I want to just make it as easy as I can so the dog succeeds. All right? I'm going to see if I can wait him out, if I can get him to move any more in front of me. If I can't, I can reward this, right? He's kind of in front of me. He wants to lay down, no big deal. See pieces of kibble over there. I'm not pulling him back. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm waiting him out to see if he wants to be able to come over here and engage with me. Now, normally, at stage 3, I would be turning to be able to face him, right? Now we're moving into the finding stage, stage 4. Now I need to expect him to come over here and move in front of me. Yes! Good boy! Good job, Hugo. Good boy, right? I waited him out. He kind of played around with it, wanted to see if I was going to do more of the work or if he was going to have to, all right? So I'm going to choose a different angle. I'm not going to make this really, really hard at first. I'm not going to just turn my back to him immediately because he's not quite ready for that yet. But I'm going to make it so that way he has to move just a little bit to be able to get in front of me. Now, if he wants to walk behind me, I'll just pass my leash along behind. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so he's trying. I might be able to reward this if he struggles anymore with it. But I don't want to keep rewarding where he's off to my side. I want to be able to reward where he ends up coming directly in front of me. Or maybe even in this little bit of a slice. Patience is the name of the game. I'm going to wait him out, see what choices he makes. Not quite good enough. He's still sitting pretty far to my side. I'm going to see if he can make that choice to be able to move in front of me even a little bit more. Yes! One of the big things that I want you guys to notice also, and pay attention to the next time we go through a repetition, as soon as he starts making the right choice, moving in front of me, my face goes from pretty much no expression to all of a sudden I start to light up. My face lights up. My eyes get wide, right? I start to smile. He comes in to make that choice in front of me. Holy crap, you're the best dog in the world, right? I really want my facial expressions to let him know that's exactly what I'm looking for as he's making that right choice. So once again, I've picked my angle. I'm going to wait him out. There's a couple pieces of stray kibble back there. He's pretty interested in those. Yes! Good boy! Very nice! Good boy! Very nice! Alright, so really, really important, right? He fiddle-faddled, sniffed around, was doing all of these other things. Get those! Get those! You do not want me to throw them? Right? He was kind of just doing whatever, sniffing around, wasn't really paying attention to me much, right? Because I wasn't paying attention to him. And he goes, you know what? I want to see if I can get this woman to activate. I want to be able to see if I can get something out of her. All right? And so he comes in front, sits down, my face starts to light up. Oh my gosh, right? He sits, he looks, he gets that reward. That was really nice. Good boy, buddy. Keep those. What are you doing? Keep those. They're tainted. They've been on the floor now. Good boy. All right. I'm going to just slide over here so we're away from the stray kibble. I'm going to pick my angle. He moseys on over. Still crunching on a piece. Yes! Good boy! Very nice. Good job, buddy. Very good. Well done. Little dogs have small tanks. Good boy. I don't eat a whole lot. Good job. So you can see how this progress moves along. You start picking angles that are a little bit more challenging for the dog, right? So in the beginning, he's over here. I'm going to face this way, right? I'm going to kind of create that 90-degree angle of where I need him to move. As he progresses further and further along with stage 4 of say yes, pretty soon I'm going to start expecting him to come 180 degrees around, all right? The more you do this, the better they get at it. Pretty soon with stage 4, what you're going to be able to accomplish is where you drop that leash, you come stand somewhere, and now this dog has the whole room, right? The whole room that they get to decide what they want to do. As you progress, the dog is going to be able to start coming into you and choosing to engage with you versus choosing to engage with their environment. And so once you've built up stage 4 successfully, you can start getting to that point. If you're not comfortable doing the whole room with a dropped leash, get a long line so you're still attached to the dog. And those are really one of the easy ways that you can start building the dog up through this process. Next week when we go over stage 5 is adding in duration with the dog. All right, so duration is now, I'm not going to reward you for just the speed anymore. I need you to actually sit here and focus on me regardless of the other stuff happening. In the beginning, we build up to 2 seconds and 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and I want my dog just committed directly into that engagement with me. So that's going to be stage 5 next week. And this week, stage 4, the find me. All right. And so you got to see Buka practicing that a little bit, and apparently he decided he was done and no longer hungry. Little dogs, once again, a little bit harder. They have smaller tanks as far as what their stomach can hold. But you at least got to see that progress where he had never done find me before, and him being able to move in, starting off sitting at my side, maybe rewarding that once or twice, and then expecting and holding out a little bit longer for him to be able to come in and make that choice to engage with me versus me following him around wherever he decides to go. If you have questions, let me know. If not, I will see you guys next week, Friday, 5 p.m. for our Frog Dog Friday. Wish Stark and I luck this weekend. We have competitions up in Cave Creek, Arizona for dock diving. We're pretty excited about it. But until next time, we'll see you then. Have a great night.